Question, comments, last thoughts.
You know, I would love to end up in a conversation with you about. So one of my big things is communication and the differences between men and women's brains and how they work differently.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's no education in our universe for men to even understand how women think. And I think most women don't even understand how their brain is really working.
Uh-huh.
And there's all these lies and cultural shit that feminists and other people have projected with no substance. And it's one of the biggest things I try to work with people is like, we're different. I would love to see a larger conversation on that because that's how we could actually help more women understand themselves.
It's never going to happen, in my opinion, because there's no money to be made in telling women the truth.
That's true.
I think the dynamic is slowly, but if there is plenty of men who would pay to understand how women's brains work, I think there is money there. So again, back to the male provider.
Yeah, but it's in a man's best interest to not let that be known.
No, it's in a woman's best interest for men not to understand how their brain works, because once you understand how each other communicate, you have more control.
Yeah, so why would a guy want a woman to know that he's well versed in the game? I mean, we have these open discussions and girls can kind of see it, but most women can't handle the truth, is what I'm trying to argue.
No, I get that, but what men could manage women better if they understood what was happening. Like I've had a lot of guys that I've explained the difference of the brain, and they're like, holy fuck, you're right. And then I actually applied this in business in dealing with females. And it's not a control thing. It's that now they understand something that they before didn't understand. So I have had a lot of guys give super positive responses. And one of them even started applying it at work. And it changed the relationship dynamic.
No, I understand that. I mean, I still think the best advice is always going to be dispensed by men, not necessarily women. And the reason for that is because, unfortunately, there's like things that a man needs to understand about a woman that a woman doesn't even necessarily understand about herself. Because to catch the fish, you have to be the fisherman, and then every fish is different, which means you need to use different bait. So, for example, there's some women that want clout and money, right? She mentioned that before with her friends, right? Depending on who the girl is. Some girls want a guy that's in shape. Some girls want a guy that's tall. Some girls want a guy that's really good, that's really attractive. Some girls want a guy that just straight up has money. They don't care about anything else. So you have to be able to identify the fish and then what kind of bait. The problem with women a lot of times is they're only able to identify the type of bait that they like. They might not necessarily understand the type of bait that other women are, and most importantly, how to wrap that bait up correctly to catch that fish.
True, but at the same time, if you never start a conversation aimed towards educating women about themselves and maybe start dispelling some of the myths they seem to believe in that are actually bad for them, like feminists say a lot of things that are bad for women. Like, and nobody's going to change that if they never try.
I'll tell you why it's never changing. It's never changing because women are not going to concede any of the leverage that they have in 2023. It's only going to get worse before it gets better. Because if women fought, the better part of 60 to 70 years for equality, they got it. But they still continue to fight for this equality or they're, whatever it may be. They're not going to concede because they don't want to give up all the power that they've been able to acquire that they think that they have. But it is what it is, man. Like they're not gonna fight all this to go ahead and say, oh no, let's put men in charge again. No, they're not. They're not. And on top of that, there's more money to be made by lying to women than telling them the truth. If you went around and told women, hey, stop being whores, find a good man, submit, etc., bro, they'd be like, they make more money keeping men and women divided because when you keep women, what does feminism do? It tells women go chase a career, make money. Right. If a woman goes out and chases a career, makes money, what do? Now you have another person that can buy and be a consumer. She doesn't have to rely on her man. Now you can go ahead and you're able to double the workforce. You're able to pay people less wages. That's why you need two incomes to support a household nowadays, thanks to inflation. But inflation has been incurred a lot of times because of feminism, because women entering the workforce. Mm-hmm. So you make more money from keeping men and women apart and by lying to women.
Divide.
Of course. Mm-hmm. Of course. But I don't see it like women aren't going to stop going to school. Women aren't going to stop chasing careers. Women aren't going to stop making money because what feminism has allowed women to do is it's allowed them to be more selective in men. And that was a trick question I asked you guys earlier. Hey, are women more selective now than before? A lot of you said now, yes, now they're more selective. But a big part of that is because of feminism. They make more money, which means since they make more money, they have more status, they could be more selective. But the problem is that when women become more selective, guess what? There's a select few men that meet those requirements. So what feminism inadvertently does is it puts the highest status men at the top that have the most leverage. We pick the bitches we want to fucking commit to. But women think they have the leverage, but they really don't.
No, they don't.
It's the biggest lie.
It's all an exchange program.
Yeah, it's literally one of the biggest lies that sets women up for a perpetual failure. Because they make more money. Oh, I'm going to get that guy. No, you're not. You're not. Why is a guy that has all the women coming after him going to settle with you?
Ooh.
Why should he settle at all?
There you go. Even better question. That's the truth. So you're going to either A, be in a harem with other girls and you're going to have to share him, or B, he's going to lie to you and say you're the only one, but fuck other bitches on the side.
Just enjoy your harem. When he's not around, fuck each other.
That's true, but most girls aren't going to take that.
They should learn.
They should learn, but they won't.
They should, but they're not.
Should have come with
They're
it.
not. You tell a woman that went to Cornell University, makes all this money, oh yeah, you're going to have to share this nigga. No, what? No, I'm a PhD. She's going to be like, fuck out of here, man.
And then she's going to make her own
I'm a
harem and be
PhD.
unhappy half the time.
Hey, but they don't want to hear that though. And then what's worse, if you tell them that, you know what they're going to say? You're just an old miserable bitch. Fuck you. We don't care what you got to say. And then if I say it, they're going to say I'm a
Eventually some
misogynist.
listen.
They're going to say I'm a misogynist.
I just don't care if they
They
call
don't
me an
care.
old
They're going to
bitch.
attack. They're going to attack the person giving the message over the message, even if it's factual.
That's part of being a message sender, though, is to be willing to accept those attacks and ignore them.
Of course, but they're not going to take it as a point.
Some will.
No.
Somebody will hear eventually, and that's the point. Is that
Somebody.
Yeah,
you can't get anybody if
Yeah.
you never
A minority.
like her,
a minority.
like her. She's been red pilled by somebody that sent her here. So
But
she's
arguably
learning.
so. It's almost too late. She's 30.
Yeah, he thought
No offense.
that's like
Here's the real
Now,
question.
if she starts appreciating a man, though, she's still going to get one because
Yeah, but
finding a woman to appreciate you for what you are, regardless of your status, is the hardest thing for men to
But it's
find.
gonna be hard. She's 30. She's more stuck in her ways. I mean, like who you need to really get this message is girls her age group. But are they gonna listen? They're not,
Some-
bruh.
Well,
They're
yeah,
not.
but if you don't try, none will.
what?
That's gonna be tough.
Yeah,
It is
That's
tough.
I
and
can count on my fingers.
I look at it like this: the
Yeah.
men, we need to fix the men because the
Yeah.
women ain't changing, bro. So
Yeah,
the
yeah.
guys really got to be the ones to come in and step in and be leaders and be like, hey, this is how the fuck it is, blah blah blah, and that's how it is. If you try to do it with the women, they're too combative, stuck in their ways, arrogant. They're not gonna listen.
Yep,
Stubborn. She even
Yeah.
admitted, "Oh, I'm stubborn." You know how many girls are like her
bro.
that don't want to listen to male authority?
No, but
Not trying to bully her or anything, but like just being honest.
Thank you.
You know, a lot of girls think like her. Like I'm not listening to no fucking dude.
yeah.
I'm no.
Which is why females also have to say it.
She's saying also females have to say it. But what I'm saying is that they're gonna just discredit her and say she's old.
yeah.
That's what they're gonna tell you.
I mean,
Yeah.
she's
They're gonna
old.
say we're misogynist and they're gonna say you're old. Who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't
And I
have
don't
to hear
care.
They're
from
gonna be
you.
like, I look better than you. That's how women argue
yeah.
with each other.
Yeah.
Bitch, I don't care. I'm better looking than you. I'm not gonna listen
Or
to
you're
you.
broke
Yeah.
when they got money.
Or pick
Yeah. Yeah. That's
or
true.
pick me.
So
Yeah. Or they'll call you a pick me.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
What's pick me? I'm sorry, I'm a little socially. slacking
Like
in-
when a girl like says things that typically make
Caters
her more
to-
attractive to men or caters
Yeah.
to men, publicly speaking,
Oh, okay.
then girls will call her a pick me or they'll shame her and be like, "Oh, bitch, like you're a pick me, bitch." Blah blah blah.
I don't accept the shame, so fuck off.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Not
Hey,
you, not you, the
no,
women.
No. I get it. No, I get it. I mean, it's a lofty goal, but I just don't see feminists conceding. That's why for us, we're like, we need to change the men. I think to
Yeah.
fix the problem, you got to fix the men, not the women.
Well,
the
and
women,
if you fix enough men, it will self-perpetuate fixing it because all of a sudden all these feminists will be like, wait, where's the men?
yeah, you have to fix the men because the men are the leaders. The women are going to continue to do. It's easy to be on the feminist thing, make a career, be a whore, live your life, listen to rap music. You know,
I find that
rap, all this
comment,
shit.
live your life, very interesting because it's like, live your life. What does that mean? Like, oh, you're supposed to go party, but wait, if you have somebody in a stable relationship and you guys go on an awesome vacation together and you have whatever, isn't that also living your life?
100%.
It is, but I mean,
Girls,
Hey,
girls
man.
are not changing, bro.
yeah,
At
they're
that
not.
age, you want to have fun.
We've learned from interviewing 2,200 plus girls now
Yeah.
at this point. Most women aren't changing unless like they got like a super strong father figure, a very dominant boyfriend. Like they need some masculine strong figure, or like they get older and then like reality smacks them in the face. Like, fuck, I can't get the same caliber of guy. And like reality reinforces what we're telling them.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we've had girls come on the show before, 35 years old, single, right? They bought into the feminist stream, etc. And they're like, then they come on here and they're crying, like, fuck, like, holy shit, everything you're saying lines up. Feminism lied to me. Like, I changed the career, I made the money, I couldn't get the guy that I thought I wanted or I qualified for. And then they're like fucking crying on air. And it's like the only reason they're crying on air and they agree with us is because reality has reinforced what the fuck it's telling them. But a 21-year-old that has life on like, oh, all these, NBA players are hitting me up. I'm on a boat. Whoa, blah, blah. Fuck you niggas. We don't care what you think. Like, I'm living life. So it's not until they get older that they take us seriously.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It is what it is. We got to change the men, I think, in my opinion. The women ain't listening. They don't give a fuck, bro.
Yep.
They're going to say, these niggas are misogynists, or just write us off, even though we're telling the truth. So, but you could try. I think that's good that you're trying.
I'm gonna eventually
think
try.
that-
That's
hey.
my goal.
Okay.
I mean, you're 42, so
Chris.
I mean, she's old as fuck though.
I am old as fuck. It's okay. Everybody that all of the
Chris, you done for
all
the
of the
night, nigga.
subs in
You
my
done for the night,
place,
bro.
we joke, not so jokingly. We're all like, we should make stepmom porn because I'm like 20 years older than all of them. Fuck it.
Fair enough. All right, Miss Mexico, what you got to say?